Boy, it's a tough time to be a home buyer right now, with houses barely hitting the market before dozens of offers are made, often way above asking price.
So how do you, as a buyer, get an offer accepted in a seller's market like this? Fox 2's Haley Rush explains.
The economic toll of this pandemic hasn't affected the housing market at all, it seems. In fact, it's only made it more competitive. So how do you get into a home right now? Here's what one local realtor has to say. Working as a realtor during the Great Recession,
that was absolutely horrible.
Peter Dillenberger braced himself last year for a possible round two.
We had no idea what this was going to do to our market, let alone our health and our well-being.
But very unlike the last recession, the housing market has only boomed.
It was a phenomenal year that was really a phenomenon.
Dillenberger says there's currently a high demand and low supply, especially if you're a first-time home buyer. Brought on by plenty of people still wanting to move to the area, rock-bottom interest rates, plus the pandemic showing people they don't necessarily need to live in the heart of the city.
The pandemic gave people a sense that they didn't need to have a walk score. They needed to have a home.
While he says people are still buying in the Portland area, others are heading out sometimes as far as Troutdale, Sherwood, and Woodburn.
Because for the same amount I spend in the city for a small house with no garage and a small lot, I can go out to the outskirts and get a 2-car garage and a 10,000 square foot lot, an abundance of bedrooms and bathrooms for the same price.
So with sellers seeing up to 20 offers and some homes even going for more than $100,000 over asking price, what can get a buyer in a house? Here's what Dillenberger says can help. Having at least a 20% down payment, giving the seller more time in the home before moving out, or even waiving the appraisal and taking some of the responsibility for repairs that might show up on the inspection.
As much as they can do to put the seller in a position of little to no risk.
Dillenberger says another question he gets all the time, should I buy now or should I wait? He says with interest rates as low as they are and home prices still on the lower side, in his opinion, now would be a great time if you can swing it. To hear Dillenberger's full tips on how to snag a home, head on over to kbtv.com. Haley Rush, Fox 12 Oregon.